Sorry for the delay. Let's start. I'm sorry for the delay. Let's start. So in the last class, we discussed about what are the basic concepts that you need to have for learning AWS and what are the different concepts that you need to understand. So here we have seen what is meant by virtualization, and we have understand, or else you understand about what is the basics for your cloud and how cloud was implemented into the IT world. So these are the concepts that we have covered in the last class, and we have discussed only the fundamentals. Today we will be discussing about what is meant by cloud and why we require cloud, and what are the different types of service models that we are having inside the cloud, and what are the different types of clouds that we are having. And then so we will discuss up to there, and then we will discuss a few more concepts regarding the private cloud, public cloud, and all the things. So if possible, then we will go for the networking concepts, or tomorrow we will discuss about the networking concepts. So let us get back to that. So in the last class, we discussed about what is meant by cloud. So here, a cloud is a remote location where we can have multiple servers. Like in the same way we are having in the data center, in the same manner in the cloud also we will have. Cloud is nothing but a data center which is located at a remote location. Either it might be in America, it might be in India, it might be in UK. I cannot say that. So it might be in a remote location, so that we can make the communication, or else we can access the resources. So simply, if I have to say what is meant by cloud, cloud is a remote location where we can have multiple servers and we can access a huge amount of storage. So that is called as a cloud. Now, what are the benefits that I can have with a cloud? So if at all, if you are navigating towards the cloud from on-premises to the cloud, if you are navigating, in on-premises, we are having trouble with the server maintenance. So whatever the servers that we have deployed, we have to maintain those servers. In cloud, we don't have the server maintenance. So each and every server will be maintained by your ISP only. And then after that, you will have the cloud, and the network maintenance can be done by the your cloud service provider only. You don't need to bother about the network cables, network disconnect, how we can transfer the data from one server to another server, whether which type of routers I have to use, what are the different concepts that I need to take care of, what is meant by how one server will communicate with another server. You don't need to worry about all those things. So everything be installed, and they will provide the network directly in your hands. Just you need to bother about the server, and you need to bother about the application. That's it. So you don't need to bother about the networking and physical hardware. Okay. So you don't have any problem for the network maintenance. And storage maintenance is also looking back by your storage is also maintained. Okay. So you don't need to worry about your huge amount of files. How can I store the data? That can be taken by Amazon or else any cloud service provider itself. So these are all the benefits that I can have. And one more benefit is pay as you go. Pay as you go, which means that how much amount of time I am using the server. For example, if I can use the server for 8 days or else 8 hours per day, then I will pay only for that 8 hours. So remaining time we don't pay for the server. So that is called as pay as you go. And then, so this is about your cloud infra. So how we are going to maintain and manage my cloud network. What is the benefits of cloud rather than my on-premises servers? So these are the benefits that you are going to get from the cloud infrastructure or else cloud. Now here you need to understand the service models. So how cloud will be serving to the customers. Okay. So what are the different service models that I am having, so that how cloud is going to service, or else how cloud is going to provide the services to the customers. So here we are having IaaS, EAS, and SAS. Yes. So these are the three types of service models that I am having. Among those, IaaS means infra as a service. So what is the main difference between infra as a service? Okay, this is what I call it as an IaaS. Just I will show you a pictorial representation so that you can clearly understand what is meant by IaaS. So let me go to so if you see here, just one class. You have just only one class that to complete the basics. So you don't need to worry about the class. So you can have the access towards your videos. So don't worry about that. Okay. So the next one is IAS. So this is the diagram which you can see. On this diagram, you can see that you are having on-site, which means on-premises, IAS, PAS, and SAS. The blue color will represent whatever the services that you manage in the sense that the employees will manage. And the orange color will represent the service provider managing services. So if you see here, the blue color, which means that everything should be managed by the employee only. So the server should be managed by employee, networking, storage, virtualization, everything has to be managed by the employees only. But when you come to the IaaS, infrastructure as a service, here networking will be managed by the service provider, that is the cloud service provider. Storage will be managed by the cloud service provider. Servers will be managed by the cloud service provider, which means that physical servers will be managed by the cloud service provider itself. And what is the virtualization that I need to use? Whether I need to use VMware virtualization or else Citrix virtualization or else hypervisor virtualization. Which type of virtualization I need to use inside my server, that can be taken care by your service provider only. So you need to bother about which type of operating system that I need to install. For example, what is the meaning of this? For example, if you see here, if I go to the Amazon.com, if I try to install my operating system, or else if I try to install any server, so what is my necessity? I will just look after the operating system which I want to install. If I go back here, launch instance, simply I will go with the checking of the operating system. Which type of operating system I need to use, whether I need to use Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, which type of operating system that I need to go for, means which type of operating system that I should install in my server. That is the only thing that I need to take care. And the next one is middleware and runtime. So in that operating system, whether I need to install Python application, Java application, what is the middleware that I need to use, which type of software packages I need to install. These are all the things that I need to bother. So depending upon the application requirement, which type of software I need to install, so that I need to go through that particular runtime. And then I need to worry about my application. Here I need to worry about my application, which type of application I have to install on this server, which type of application will be suitable for this server. But if I am using a huge resources, which type of server that I need to go for and which type of application will be running. So I need to worry about these things: OS, runtime, and application. So I don't need to worry about the server's physical configuration. And the next one is PaaS. PaaS means platform as a service. In platform as a service, so everything will be managed by the service provider itself. So we just need to worry about the application and data. So how to configure application? What are the enhancements that I can do for the application? These are the things that I need to worry about. But I don't need to worry about which type of operating system that I have to install. And everything will be taken care by your service provider only. Can you show me any example? The best example here is, if I go to RDS, relational databases. So if you see here, we are not going to select any operating system or else anything. So just we will be selecting which type of database I need to install. And then we are going to install all the databases. So if I have to show, create a database. Now you need to select the database which you need to install. And if you see here, you are not selecting operating system, whether the database has to install in the Linux operating system or Windows operating system. You are unable to select that. But what you can do, if you see here, you can only make the changes with the database only. Sorry guys, you can only make the changes with the database only. If you see here, so it is only showing about the database references only. It is not showing about your operating system, which type of operating system that you need to use, which type of servers that you need to use. It is not providing any such type of details, which means that it is completely a platform as a service. So you can just select the application which you need to install. That's it. And we're coming to the next service, that is SaaS, which means software as a service. So here you are not going to build anything. Nothing will be built. So simply you can go and purchase the application. For example, here I will show you Office 365. So Office 365, simply you will go to the center and you will just subscribe to this Office 365. You will purchase the Office 365. get Office. So automatically you need to pay some money to the Microsoft. Then you will get it out, and just you need to use the application only. So once the application is accessed, so you cannot make any changes in the application. You cannot edit the application. You cannot reconfigure the application. So how the application, whatever the application there the company has provided, you have to use that application only. So you don't need to, you cannot change any type of settings in that particular application. This is called as SaaS. So these are the three different types of services that are provided by computing. So these are the three types of services that are provided by my Amazon Web Services. So not only one Amazon, but each and every cloud will provide these three types of services: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay. Is there any doubts here? Is there any doubts here? Guys, waiting for your reply. Is there any doubts here? Up to now. Example for IaaS. Just now I have shown you what is the example. Infrastructure as a service. I am going to create a server. This is the example I can show you. See that. I'm going to select my operating system and then select the whatever the VPC that I want to create my instance. Just if I launch the instance, so that is IaaS. Here I am not selecting the servers in which server I want to deploy, but I am selecting the operating system and all of this. This is the best example for your IaaS. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Let me go back to this slide. So this is about your IaaS. Simply, if I have to give an example, not technical example. So I am a very foodie. I'm a foodie. Now, whenever I am a foodie, what I can do here is, I want to, as I have a leave, as I have a holiday, so I want to cook something for my family so that we can have we can enjoy the particular food. Actually, I want to eat biryani. So what I will do, I will go to my mother and I will ask that, Mom, I want to cook some biryani. So I will say to her, don't involve, you don't need to involve anything. Just I want to cook some biryani. Just give me the utensils. So she will provide the utensils only. Utensils are nothing but the vessels itself. So she will provide the vessels and she will sit quietly. She don't involve in my work. So I will start cooking. So with the help of vessels, whatever the utensils that I am having, with the help of them, I will start cooking biryani. So nicely I will start it, but I don't know. I want to cook biryani, which means the application here is the biryani, but I don't know. I might be end up with any bizibildabat or else anything like lemon rice. I cannot say that. Why? Because it's completely the utensils that I am using and I am not using any another products. So here, this is completely, I will have the physical servers only. So if I come back to the IaaS, I will have the physical servers. So it's my thing. So whether I can start up building with Python application or else I can end up with somewhere databases also. So I cannot do that. Okay, I don't know how can I start it. So in the same manner, it's in the same manner what is meant by PaaS. PaaS means this time I want to cook biryani and my mother will give me the utensils and as well as the required ingredients to cook biryani. So then definitely I'm going to start up with biryani and I will end up with the biryani. So here what happened, extra help, extra support will be available for me from my mother so that I can create whatever the application that I want. But in the same manner, in PaaS also, you are not having the underlying software. You will be only given with the software whichever you require, but the underlying hardware and everything will be configured by the Amazon Web Services itself. When coming back to the SaaS means software as a service. The best example is going to the hotel and eating the biryani. That's the best example. So you cannot suggest the chef to modify the biryani taste. Okay, however he cooks, you have to eat it and you have to pay for that. That's it. In the same manner, so in the SaaS, what you can do, so you can purchase the software and you cannot suggest to the so whoever has building the software, you cannot suggest him that this is how I want the application. You cannot suggest that. So you have to just purchase the application and you need to run it. That's it. So this is about your IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay. So just to compare this with your IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, you will get a clear picture about that. Okay. Hope you understand. And the next one is, types of cloud, here we are having three types of clouds. One is public cloud. In the similar example, I can tell you about the types of cloud. Types of cloud. There are three types of cloud. One is public cloud, and the other one is private cloud, public, private, and hybrid cloud. These are the three types of cloud that I am having. Okay. Yes, there is another question for me. Still background noise. I don't know from where I am getting the background noise. I can check if at all can be muted. Anyways, coming back to this public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So there are three types of clouds. More than this, we are having community cloud. Basically, there are three types of clouds. One is public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. What is meant by public cloud? The cloud which can be accessed by each and every person in the world, or else whoever wants to access the cloud, they can simply pay for the service providers, and they can access their cloud services, whatever they are providing. The best example of the cloud service public cloud are AWS, Azure, GCP, and all the things. These are all comes under the public cloud, which means that the users, or else the whoever are the clients, they can simply purchase that particular cloud or else the resources, and they can deploy their own resources. Okay, so this is called as public cloud. Now, when you come back to the private cloud, the best example is the companies, whatever the organizations that you are having. Inside the organization, you will have your own organization's data center. So that comes under the private cloud. You are not going to provide any access to the outside person, whoever are there for the other companies. You are not going to provide you the services for the other companies. You will have the services only for your company. Then this type of cloud is called as private cloud. Again, I am saying a public cloud, which can be this type of clouds can be providing access to the each and every industry or each and every company. So that's called as a public cloud. When you come back to the private cloud, this type of cloud, it is going to provide the access, or else it is going to provide the access for the companies which are having. So within the same company, if at all, if you are running any data center, then that is called as a private cloud. From in the private cloud perspective, they are not going to provide the server access to the outside people. They are going to have the server access to their company only. Then this is called as private cloud. And the next one is hybrid cloud. So it is a combination of public cloud and private cloud. For example, I am having a server. So that server is having the web services. So for a web server, I need to have a web server, and as well as I need to have a database server. So if I deploy, as per my assumption, I am a secure, I need to have more security for my database. So for that reason, what I am going to do, I am going to deploy my database in my on-premises, which means that I am going to deploy my database in a physical server. And I am going to have my web server in the cloud. So if at all, if any user want to access, or else he wants to log in into the website, definitely you need to have an access towards the database. But now where is the database? The database is in your office, in your on-premises. Now where is the web server? Web server is in the cloud. So the user is accessing the web server, or else the user is accessing the database through the web server. Now, how he can access, if at all, if it is having the web server is having the connectivity, then only the user can access my database. So this is how your database can be accessed, which means that, and this is how called as hybrid cloud. So the combination of public cloud and private cloud is called as my hybrid cloud. These are the three different types of clouds that you are having. Okay. Is there any doubts here, guys? Public, private, and hybrid clouds. So I'm not saying that private cloud is completely different from on-site infrastructure. Did I say that? A private cloud is the same thing whichever you are having on-site or else on-premises itself. Okay. So whatever you are using, the data center or else whatever you are using, that can be called as a private cloud also. So the next one is, this is about your private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud. Now the configuration of your, so whoever is not having the AWS account, can you tell me how many members of you are having the AWS account and how many are not having the AWS account? So that today I'm going to create, or else today you are going to create an AWS account for me. So I will tell you the steps to create the AWS account. So you are going to create it. So just ping me in the chat box how many members of you are not having the AWS account, so that we are going to create the AWS account today. For creation of AWS account, you need to have a debit card, and the debit card must be a Visa or MasterCard. RuPay cards are not okay for creation of AWS account. So how many members of you are having the AWS account and how many members of you are not having the AWS account? Keshav. Okay, Keshav, do you have the Master or Visa card? Do you have Master or Visa card?
Yes, I have.
Okay, fine.
Actually, Chaitanya, what happened is a year ago I used AWS account, but it was like the charges were applied on that.
Yeah.
And I didn't use that account afterwards. And
so don't worry. Let it be there. So you have to terminate the account. Just send a request to, if possible, just send a request back to the AWS so that they are going to terminate your account.
It's
so
terminated now. The same mail ID can't be used, right?
No, the same mail ID cannot be used. You have to use the different mail ID.
I had checked all of the things, like the charges should not be applied, but I don't know from where where the service or the thing it gone outside the free tier and some charges got applied, and
obviously sometimes it will be happening like that.
And the charges were a lot, so I didn't pay.
At least you need to send a request mail to the AWS Amazon itself. As a student, I cannot pay this much amount of money. I don't know how it has been happened, but if you can reduce the amount, I can pay and you can terminate the account. At least you need to send a message like that. If you leave like that, so automatically the account will be terminated. Don't worry, they are going to suspend your account after 90 to 180 days. They are going to.
The charges will not be applied, right? For the.
I didn't
see any of the charges from my account that is being applied for the card.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for that. Just send a mail to them. Okay. Subhani, I hope that you don't have that. Let us create. I will make you as an presenter. Just to share your screen. Are you accessing the class through via laptop or else through mobile phone?
Laptop only.
So you are accessing through the laptop itself. So just do one thing. I will make you a presenter. Try to create an AWS account. Do you have Visa and MasterCard? Any card, Visa or Master?
Yes, I have Visa card.
Okay, that's fantastic. So I will do one thing. I will make you as a host. Let me do. Just share your screen and start creating the account. I will tell you the URL also. I will make you as a host. Yes, I made you as a host.
Yeah. Thank
you. Just share your account. Share your screen. Share. Did you share the screen? Okay.
Yes, I have shared.
Okay. I can see only Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can see. So the URL is aws.amazon.com. aws.amazon.com /free. Enter.
Yeah.
So yeah, create a free account. Here, some services are always free. Some services are 12 months free, and some services are free trials. Only for 30 days you can have the trial versions. So which services are always free? IAM is completely free for you. You don't need to pay for that. But some services like EC2 is free for 12 months, and S3 is also free for 12 months. DynamoDB is free for 12 months. Like that, some services are there which are free for only 12 months. And whenever you are using S3 also, there will be a limitation for that. So as like your Google Drive, if you go to the Google Drive, your Google Drive will be limited for 15 GB of space. After 15 GB of space, you need to purchase the drive. And OneDrive, it will be only for 5 GB. In the same manner, for S3 buckets also, you will have the maximum limitation. So the free S3 bucket will be up to 5 GB only. After that, you need to purchase that. Okay. So let us go for the configuration. Create a free account. Click on create free account. Okay, provide the email ID which is not used for the any type of Amazon accounts. Yeah. Just verify the email address. Your mail, you will get a verification code for your mail. Please check into that. Copy the code and paste it over there. Okay, create a password for your account. Okay. Next one, select for personal use, not for the business. You are creating it for your personal and for your demo purpose. Select the personal and provide your name. Okay, go down and please give your number. Okay, select the country and provide the address. You don't need to provide your complete address, just provide the street name and the city name and then your state name and PIN code. That's more than enough. Okay, go down. There, accept the terms and agreement. Continue step 2. Provide your details.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, sure.
I can give credit card also, right? Visa credit card.
Anything, no problem. But be careful, whenever you are not using the resources, you have to terminate. So I will tell you in the classes, whenever we are into the practicals, I will definitely tell you at this particular point, this particular instance or this particular resource will charge you like this. So please terminate those things, okay? No. So if you want to select the PAN card, that won't be any problem, but better option is select next.
Okay. I think 2 rupees have charged there. They have charged
Only
2 rupees.
that will be refunded
Yeah.
within 48 hours. Don't worry.
Okay.
The payment method cannot be verified. Check your information. It's a problem.
I have
If you are providing the Visa card, then it will be accepting your configuration. Anyways, so up to here, you need to provide your card details. Once you provide the card details, automatically it will take you to the. So it will ask you to verify the code. It will send a code to your mobile again. So you need to provide the code, whatever the Amazon code. That's a 4-digit code. It will. So Amazon is going to send to your mobile. You need to provide that Amazon code. After provision of Amazon code, then it will ask you for the whether you need to select which type of customer support, free customer support, business plan, or else you will have somewhere like organization plan. So there you need to select like I need to select the only business plan. Sorry, I need to select only basic plan, that is free plan. If you select business plan, if you use or if you don't use, they will charge you $29 per month. And if you select some company plan, then they are going to charge you $100. So which is very hectic for you. So my request is to select only the basic plan so that you don't need to pay any penny for them. Okay. So on the next one is after that, then automatically you can log into that. Anyways, you can complete your, if at all, if possible, try to complete. Don't share if you want to keep it as a say hidden one. Don't no need of sharing. Just complete the giving card details. Then you can create your account. Please do that. Don't if you don't want to share, no problem. Then also no problem.
okay. I will try once.
Yeah.
Sir, you were telling about step 2, right? For personal selection and the business one.
Yeah,
The
that
step 2,
is
they were asking for a personal
they
or
were
business.
asking. That is there also they will ask you. So this is the in step 2 they will ask you which type of account, whether it is a personal account or else a business account. But in the last step, what they are going to ask you is customer support. So
Okay,
whether
for customer support,
yeah,
right?
which type of customer support you want, whether you want the free customer support or else you want the company support, like the customer support that is related to your company. So how you want. So they will ask you like that. So as of now, we are into the demo sessions. We don't require any high-end support. Free support is more than enough for us. So select the free support only.
Yes.
It is not going to happen, but no problem. We'll try it somewhere sometime. Just try with another card so that will be helpful for you. So yeah. So that is how you can create an AWS account. Why? Because I have so many accounts, all around 10 accounts I am having. So I cannot have another time. So yeah. So I will do one thing. Please make me the host so that I can share my screen. Subhani, make me the host so that I can share the screen. You can see Chaitanya Ganava.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
I have done it.
Okay, fine. So yeah, let me share my screen. Okay, so that is how you can create your AWS account. So try to create it. If at all, if you have any problem, again I will tell you. Actually, what I will do is create a new account. I will simply show you as fast as I can. I will simply create an account. But actually, as on my card, I have already taken somewhere like 10 accounts. So it is hectic for me to search which account is where. So I don't want to do that. Anyways, so actually, I am out of mails also. I already have so many mails. Check. Can I Oops. Already exists, so it's a problem. I already have that, so is also there. So I already have so many accounts, guys. So please excuse me for today. So try to create an account from on yourself. If at all, if you are failing to do so, so tomorrow I will tell you how to create an AWS account again. So yeah, so that is what I can share you. So as of now, we have created an AWS account. So tomorrow, please create your AWS account so that from Monday onwards, we can start VPC configuration. Tomorrow, we will be discussing about the networking concepts, what is meant by IP address and all the things. Why? Because it is very important to understand networking. Why? Because we are in the remote location. We are sitting in Hyderabad or some remote location in India only, but we are going to deploy our servers in America. So how we are going to access those servers which are deployed in the America? So what is meant by protocol, port number? These are all the networking terminologies and terms that you need to understand before we are going into the Amazon. So we will discuss about the networking concepts. Once the networking concepts are done, then we can go for the configuration related, AWS configuration related terms. Okay. Hope you understand what is the necessity things that we have to do. As for today, we have completed so our AWS configuration, AWS account configuration. So tomorrow onwards, we will be starting our networking concepts. So again, I am repeating it to you guys from Saturday and Sunday, you are having 2 days of time. So please go through the Linux concepts once. If you are able to understand, that's well and good. If not, so it will be something hectic for me for saying why, because Linux is mandatory, or else it is important for you to understand AWS. I will try to make you understand Linux concepts also whenever I am saying you the AWS. So let us get back on tomorrow's class and discuss about the remaining concepts. Hope you understand the concept. So tomorrow we will discuss about a few more concepts regarding your Amazon itself. Okay. And one more thing, tomorrow will be the last day for your demos. And from Thursday onwards, you will have a different link. Whoever has registered for the course, they will have the different link. So they can directly join into that. And 3 days of demos will be completed by tomorrow. And from Thursday onwards, you will have your online classes going on. So it will be 45 to 50 days of 50 working days of classes. I cannot say that it is exactly 45 days, or else sometimes it might be prolonged. So just take it as 45 to 50 working days. Okay. Hope you understand the session. Tomorrow we'll meet and discuss about the remaining concepts. Is there any doubts that is there any queries that you want to ask? Whoever are the day one joiners now. Somebody are saying that I am the first day. Yeah. So 40 to 50 days of how many hours? It will be 1.5 hours. I cannot say. Some some classes like auto scaling, it might take me for 1.5 hours. Some classes like VPN configuration, it might be take 1.5 hours. So some classes will be 1 hour. Maximum number of times the classes will be 1 hour. Sometimes it will be 1.5 hours. Okay. Yeah. Only weekdays. You don't have on weekends from Monday to Friday. So Saturday, Sunday will be the off. Yes, Monday to Friday itself. Okay then. So remaining things, management will provide you each and every minute detail for you regarding the course, regarding what is the timings and what are the things. And from Monday onwards, the class timings are going to be shifted to 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock evening, 7 to 8, the class will be going on. So you don't have the class at 6 o'clock the evening. Okay, you will have the class at 7 o'clock from Monday, not from tomorrow, or else not from Thursday. From Monday, you will have the classes at 7 o'clock. Okay.
Hello, Chaitanya.
Yes.
I want to ask for this link. The new link will be or the Zoom only, or it will be any different link will be provided, like GoToMeeting or?
See, there might be two applications. One is Zoom and the other one is Zoom GoTo also. Maximum it will be Zoom link only as per my knowledge, but it might be changed. Why? Because the links are created by the management. I am not going to create that. So if at all, whatever the link they have provided for me, I will take the class on the same. So you don't bother. GoTo is also free for the clients who are accessing, and Zoom is also free. So yeah, any link you can access. I hope you
We will
understand.
receive that in mail, right? After
Yeah, you will
doing
receive
the
it.
registration process.
After registration process, once the registration is done, you can get it through the mail itself.
Okay.
Through
Thank
mail you will get, and as well as through message also you will get, as I think so. Okay, both the ways you will get it.
Do we have any Telegram channel for this one, or any of the afterwards, like?
Actually, once all the registrations has been done, once everybody has been joined into the process, then I just want to create a WhatsApp group so that we can have the clear-cut communication. Okay, and the videos will be shared on your Google Drives. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Every day, videos will be shared on your Google Drives, and we are going to create a WhatsApp group for any doubt clarifications, and for any sometimes I might be giving some documentation for you. So this, for the practical purpose, I will be giving some documentation for you. So those documents will be uploaded in the WhatsApp also. Okay, so we can have the communication through WhatsApp and as well as Google Drive, and you can clear your doubts in the Zoom meeting also. Zoom meeting also, any meeting the next day of the class. Okay. Yes. Any another queries that you want to ask me? Thank you. Okay. Okay, guys, we'll meet tomorrow. That's all for today. Have a nice day.